Hello, everybody. It's Kim Dahnke, the Shibboleth new member fast track instructor, and I am so glad that you are here with me tonight on this Thursday night as we go over lap 5, and we're going to be looking at void replacements, freebies, extras, snacks, and meal replacements. Hey, Rhonda, if you are on Facebook, please take a second to say hello, and you are welcome to hit the share button because that share button is free to you to hit, and it helps us so very, very much. If you are on here with us tonight and you are not a member, please let us know. Please let us know because you are our special guest. If you are a brand new member, please let me know that as well. Or if you're here because you're wanting a refresh. Hey, Susan on Facebook, if you are in the Zoom room, please set your chat to everyone and then say hello. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, it's your second day. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. You're going to love it. Hey, Sandra. So glad you are here. And we've got awesome. Susan is a brand new member over on Facebook. And Susan, Facebook has been acting weird and I get to talking. I may miss a question up there because they're making all the comments disappear now. So if I don't answer your question, just ask again, okay? Or you could come into the Zoom room over here. And how do you get into the Zoom room? You simply log into your Shibboleth account, click on the pink online webinars tab, and then click on join this webinar in progress. So you can do that too. Hey, Mary, so glad you're here. That's awesome. If you are in the Zoom room, take a second to click on your chat button and then choose the option for everyone. Because if it says hosts and panelists next to your name, I'm the only one who could see that. But if it says everyone, then everybody can. Okay, that's just a little tip for when you are in a Zoom room or in a webinar session. Well, I have had a great day. I've had a perfect day. I've had a perfect day to do what? To end the month. Okay, I like to have a strong, perfect day to end the month because tomorrow morning I'm going to do my little monthly weigh-in. I mean, I weigh more than that, but I at least weigh the beginning of each month and I have my stats, and y'all will hear more about that as you go along. But this thing to me is a game, and I do my stats regularly. Y'all, this is reversed, and everything I pull one way, it goes the other. And you'll hear more about that as you continue to live the Shibboleth lifestyle with us. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see who's in the Zoom room with me. Okay, we got Tammy and Sandra and Mary, Lisa, Jennifer, Deb, Brenda, Annette, and Angie. Awesome, awesome. So glad that y'all are all here. Hey, Sherry Stoneman. Okay, I always have to talk about Sherry Stoneman, always. Okay, Sherry Stoneman has lost 50 pounds, maybe more now, but 50 is what I'm going to say because I know that for sure. She's lost 50 pounds and she drives an over the road across the country. She's a semi driver and she lives in her semi and she's lost 50 pounds. So if she can do it in a semi Everybody can do it. Okay. I'm so proud of Sherry. That just is something that amazes me. Hey, Tammy, thank you for saying hello. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started like I always do. I'm going to share my screen with you. Here we are at the Fast Track Laps. If you don't know, yes, and now she's holding steady at goal weight. Awesome, Sherry. Thank you for telling us that. Hey, Diane from Columbus, Mississippi. So glad you're on here with us tonight. Okay, so to get to Fast Track, you just go to myshibboleth.com. And let's see, Mary. Okay, great question. I will answer that. Mary is asking how she can see last night's video. I'll show you in just a second. Hey, Janet. Janet, I was just making up on some of your Marco Polos today, and I hadn't finished, but you're sitting right there. So lap 5. Oh, to answer Mary's question. So if you miss, awesome, Rhonda. Rhonda just went Shibboleth shopping. That's fun. That's fun. It's like a little nutritional adventure, finding all your new products that are going to help you, not hurt you. So Mary and anybody else, if y'all have missed any of the webinars, just to let you know, the webinar series that I do every night starts over every Sunday night. So if you have not watched Sunday night, go back and start there first of all. Okay, so Sunday, and awesome, Diane just said her hubby drives a truck too and is down 43 pounds since June. That is awesome. Oh my goodness, how wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, Diane. So for any of you who have missed any of the webinars, if you go to lap 2, see, I hope that you are working your way through these laps. These laps are set up to be a methodical, organized way for you just to do and check the box, do and check the box. Then you got other things to do in life. You come back, you do and you check the box. You do and you check the box as we move through. Okay, it's just very organized. But if you miss something, all of them that are done nightly are on demand for you, and I just have them sitting in lap 2. Okay, right here in lap 2 where it says watch the daily Fast Track webinars, there are 7, or participate live nightly. That is what we prefer. So if you're able to participate live nightly, you can. That's what you're doing right now. But if you miss one, it'll just be housed right here. So all you have to do is come into lap 2, and when you click there, it'll open it up to the 7 nightly webinars. So if you, thank you for welcoming Diane, that's awesome. If you need to watch Sunday night, there it is. There's Monday night, there's Tuesday night, and there is Wednesday night, Mary. There's Wednesday night. But if you're brand new, and are just getting started, and like Jennifer, it's her second day. If she just started, if you haven't watched the Sunday night webinar, Jennifer, go back and do that for sure. But this is a good time for me just to kind of show you all how these work. Lap 1, you hover your mouse over this. Hey, Chris, you hover your mouse over here. Oh, that's a good, Chris says she got the last box of Carb Quick. That's like a yes. I love it. I love it. You hover your mouse, a black box is going to pop up. That black box is simply like your homework instructions on how to do that particular item. Then you click on the link, you do what the black box said or what this action item says. Once you've done that, you just simply click this box. And then you just come to this one. You do it, you click the box. And this looks like a long list, but it's really not. In fact, the first one will take you like 5 seconds. The last 4 here that are blue will take you a total of about 10 seconds. It's just joining some Facebook groups if you're a Facebook user. And then from here, welcome packet and guidelines down to meal plan worksheet are things that, you know, that would come in a welcome kit. Your guidelines, your printables, if you have a printer and can print. If you don't have a printer, just read it online and make notes on your own paper. The only one that's going to take you a little bit of time here on this one is this one right here. This one is the 14 little fast track videos, just as a little introduction. Yes, Chris Kemper, I love it. She says, do, period, the, period, laps, exclamation point. It brings everything together. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that. This one right here, there's 14 videos, but All 14 are going to take you less than 1 hour to watch them, less than 1 hour. All right. And then these, you do need to read these. So reading takes the time. When you are reading these things, please do not skim them. Read for understanding. See, there's a difference in scanning things for information and reading for understanding. You want to read everything for understanding. And then in lap 2, see, I don't actually go over lap 1 and lap 2 on these webinars with you because you can print things and read things on your own, and you can confirm your email, find your ideal body weight, and do all those things on your own. But, you know, as Mary asked, this is where you will find the webinars at night. So technically, I wouldn't click this box off right here until you've either participated live nightly or you've taken the time to watch them all. That's when you check that box, okay? This link right here is the link that I used to a website that I used on Monday night. And if you did not take the quiz after the 14 little fast track videos, here's another opportunity for you to take it. And the reason I have it sitting right there as the last action item on lap 2 is when you are a brand new member, you do not have full access to the food library, the recipe library, or the restaurant guide until you've taken that test, okay? So you click there, you take the test, you're going to earn a badge. The badge is going to say fast track complete on it. I'm trying to get them to change this. It is not complete. It is not complete until you've done every lap in all of fast track. I'm trying to get them to change that badge to say full access. And it just takes development a minute to get all that done. But in lap 3, we go over food library. Lap 4, we go over the recipe library. And then tonight, we're going to hit some of those yummy things that make us feel like we're not missing out on anything at all. Void replacements. And then I'm going to go over freebies, extras, snacks, and meal replacements. Thank you for sharing, Diane. Okay, so let's see. Jennifer, I'm all caught up. I actually watched this one earlier, but was free tonight. Awesome. Well, here's the really cool thing, Jennifer. It always helps to hear things multiple times. And it also, we go over some different things at different times because Deb, she's on here just about every night. And she says, I learn things different every single night because I'll try to hit some different things. I mean, I have a problem with showing my favorites because they are my favorites and I know they work really well. But you do learn something new every time you watch. Let's see, Erica, hi, took a 9-month hiatus. What do I do to restart? Have you done all of fast track? Because that's what you do to restart. That's it. All you do to restart is make sure you've done fast track. If you've done fast track previously, you just come back and do it again to remotivate yourself. Stay super connected, Erica. When you stay connected, you're going to stay in this longer. You want to build those relationships with people via technology because we do have this technology. I'm thankful that we have this technology and can seem and be so close to each other and develop friendships through this. So first of all, do fast track. Again, if you've already done it, or for the first time if you never did it, and then just start having perfect days. Now, Erica, I'm going to give you a suggestion. Tomorrow is October 1st. I would like for you to look at the month and see where 6 holidays might need to be. You want to ask yourself, am I going out of town? Are there any birthdays, anniversaries, or holidays? And is there any other thing on my personal calendar that I might want a holiday for? You know, when you write those days on a calendar, there actually might be more than 6. And you need to start marking off which ones aren't most important because you want to stick with no more than 6 holidays in a calendar month to get your results. See, weight loss mode is a tool. It is a tool that you use in order to get you to maintenance. And that's where you're just ebbing and flowing, the rhythm of grace for the rest of your life. Okay. So we got to use the weight loss mode as a tool to get us to maintenance. So all you got to do is start journaling, Erica, pick out when you might need to have holidays or want holidays in October, and then live by that. Just live by it and watch the Shibby show in the mornings. Stay super connected to us all. Do fast track. Let's see, Sandra, do I have to have Facebook because I don't have one? You do not. You do not. Everything that you need to live this lifestyle is on our website. When you are checking those boxes off, just check them like you do have Facebook, okay? Because you want all the boxes to be checked by the time you get to the end. And since you don't have Facebook, you're just going to check the boxes, okay? Awesome, Jennifer. Erica, yeah, redo it. Redo Fast Track. It cannot hurt you to redo it like you were brand new. Pretend you are brand new. Forget everything that you thought you knew or thought you remembered from before and just redo. Yes, good. I'm glad that helps. But join us on the Shibby Show. Okay, let's see. Now she asks, what time is the Shibby Show? Okay, so the Shibby Show is, hang on one second, y'all. Sorry about that. I normally don't have my phone on to see this, but I got to send this. Okay. So the Shibby Show is a Monday through Friday show that I do in the mornings. It's about 15 minutes, sometimes 20 if I get a little talky. It's a morning motivation, daily devotion, and Erica, normally it's around 7:30-ish. So this morning was a little bit earlier. Some mornings it's 7:40, but it's going to be in the 7 o'clock hour, but I try to hit 7:30, 7:40-ish. And that is Eastern Standard Time, or it's Eastern Time. And it will be on Facebook Live, but then I put it into the journal. And if your journal videos are all caught up, you'll see my daily video in the journal at some point that day. Okay, let's see. Jennifer, my birthday is coming up too. I already have my holiday planned. Awesome. Awesome. See, that's what's great about Shibboleth is we live in I call it the rhythm of grace. I learned that from Priscilla Shirer, and it applied to this beautifully. So I call that here. Yes, Tammy. Tammy's having a birthday too. Awesome. Well, happy birthday to y'all. Okay, so let's look at lap 5. If anybody said anything on Facebook, please comment again because the comments are gone and I was focusing over here in the Zoom room for just that minute. So if I missed anything, just type it again for me and hopefully I will catch it. So if you are spending this time with me at night or you watch the hour-long video, you probably don't need to watch this one, okay? But this one, just to let you know, is just a little short tutorial video of, what to do in here. All right. Now on lap 3, I'm actually going to go back to lap 3. In lap 3, we have this worksheet. Awesome, Rhonda. One more EFB day before her holiday. I love it. Rhonda has just joined us within the past week and has just stayed so close and connected, and I love it. Don't ever go away. I want to see Rhonda Warden coming up there because it helps me remember names and stuff too. Okay. We should have filled this out already this week. Those of you that have been with me since Sunday night. If you haven't and you just got started, you just methodically work your way through Fast Track and you'll get to all of these things. But do you see where there's 7 lines for freebies, extras, snacks, and meal replacements? This is what we're filling in tonight. If you didn't print this sheet and you're just creating yours on your own paper, this is what we're doing tonight. So just to let you know that, if you do want that worksheet, there is a lot of color in it. You can just print it in black and white if you want to, okay? Or don't print it at all and just create your own on a piece of paper. So in the Shibboleth lifestyle, there's 5 things that you want to do every single day. You want to get in your water, at least 64 ounces of water to say that you've met that component for the day, okay? Shoot for a gallon though. Number 2, you want to write down what you eat. If you write it, you bite it. If you nibble it, you scribble it. If you drink it, you ink it. And if you hog it, you log it. Now I have, this is going to be fun. I have 2 little friends here. And then I have this one. Okay. If you have a hog trough holiday, this is the impact on your body. If you have a small little challah meal, this is an impact on your body. Okay. So this a challah meal would be eating a meal that just wasn't approved. Maybe you overate the portion on a holiday, or maybe you ate the wrong combination on a holiday or something like that. That's going to be the impact on your body. But if you hog trough all day, this is the impact on your body. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So we write down what we eat. The third thing that we do every single day is we eat in a way. Yeah, that's a perfect example, Janet, because it's like that's the impact on your body. We eat in a way that controls insulin. Secret alert. This is the secret to not storing new fat. Controlling insulin is the secret to not storing new fat. So that's part of what we're doing. Like all the things that we go over tonight, the freebies are only going to be approved if they control insulin. The extras, they're only going to be approved if they control insulin. Same thing with snacks and meal replacement. So everything that we go over here are going to either one, control insulin, or have such a small impact it does not, it's negligible. Okay, so we don't have anything that would not meet that qualification in the food library. So you're really safe eating out of the food library and in the proper combinations. And then you want to get your portions right. Okay, we don't eat any more than what fits underneath our two hands. That'll do our portions, and then no thicker than the thickest part of your hand. Okay, if you put your hands right down here over your tummy and go right there, you're like, yeah, I can see that my stomach is not bigger than that. And if it is bigger than that right now, it is ready to heal. As long as we start doing the right thing for it, your stomach will go back to the right size. That's an amazing healing right there. So those are the 4 things that you have to do every single day in order to say that you've had a perfect day. The 5th component we call timing. Timing is giving yourself a break between meals in order to give your body a chance to digest food. We got to get digestion is very important. And a lot of times we've been grazers, and we are not this guy. We do not need to be grazing. He has a stomach with 4 chambers that is designed for breaking down constant grazing. We don't. We got 1 stomach, 1 chamber. That's it. This one. So we're not designed like that. All right. So we got to cut that out. But if you have a moment of what Travis calls mental weakness, because we really could make it from breakfast to lunch, lunch to dinner, dinner to bedtime. We really could. But if you have that moment, it's best to do something approved that's going to have a very small and low impact on your body and keep you rolling and stay in EFB, baby, efficient fat burning. All right. And some of these things will work. Freebies are technically unlimited, but I don't want you to see them that way. Okay. Because then you might just go, I'm going to graze all day. So I just use them, if I were to need them. And then you could have 1 extra in a day and 1 snack in a day, but less is always best. If you kept it to 3 meals a day, that would be best. But if you utilize those other things and they're an approved item and you don't go more than what's allowed of those items, you're still a perfect day. Okay. It's a good Shibboleth perfect day, but there is good, better, and best in Shibboleth. All right. So you want to keep that in mind. Okay. Jennifer, I'm worried about all the high fat content. We're not very high fat at all. We are not a high fat program. Okay. Yeah, we're not a high fat program, Jennifer. So MCT oil is an oil that is a medium chain triglyceride. It is a very short fat lipid that burns like that. Okay. Long chain triglycerides like olive oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, those are long chain triglycerides. So they are a longer fat lipid and they're very, very dense. A long chain triglyceride has a great propensity to be stored on your body as fat, but MCT oil, boom, burns like that. It has almost no propensity to be stored on your body as fat. So we are definitely not a high fat program, Jennifer. You're welcome. And we are a lower carb, but we do not eliminate carbs. We teach you which carbs are good because they grow from the earth naturally. You just have to combine them properly. Or if you want some man-made things, which ones break down in your body better. than other man-made things. We have the food library for that. So Jennifer, no worries about that. We are not high fat. In fact, if anything has more than 50% fat in it, Jennifer, it's not approved. So you're good to go. And you could just use the lean proteins too. We do, Janet. I like that. Janet just said we have the most healthy food plan. It is a very well-rounded food plan. There's fats when you need them. There's carbs. We don't eliminate anything. We just teach you the best of the best. Yes, you're going to love it, Jennifer. It'll all come together just as Chris said over on Facebook. She says, do the laughs. Everything will come together, and it will. It will. Plus, as you continue to live and learn it, it'll all come together too. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm actually going to start at the bottom of this list. And whenever you hover your mouse over the task, or if you're on a phone or an iPad, you lightly touch the information and the black box will pop up. Okay, so the black box says meal replacements. These meals are a perfect combination of fiber, protein. We are a high protein, Jennifer. Fiber, protein, carbs, etc., that make up a complete meal. In weight loss, it is best to use -2, -3 meal replacements. So I've already got this link set to -2, -3 meal replacements, and so you won't have to set it there when you click on that link. If you were to go to the meal replacements through the food library, you would need to set it to -2, -3 if that's what you're looking for, but I already have it set for that. Do you see right here where it says weight loss meter? It says -3 on this end, and it says it has just a +3 on this end. 0 right in the center is not going to help you, not going to hurt you. Positive numbers are really best for maintenance, but if you have one on a perfect day in EFB, you won't come out of EFB. You're still good. You just wouldn't want to do them breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day of the week so that you can get the results that you want. But you can see that if I hover my mouse right here, the little range that pops up shows you that these are -3 and -2 meal replacements. Now, what is this weight loss meter? Basically, it is another way to categorize foods. See, we categorize foods based on how they respond in your body and their nutritional profile. But even within the individual categories, some foods are better for weight loss than others. And so this meal replacement for weight loss mode, -2, -3 ones are best. And there's, look at that list. And then I hit show more, and I'll just continue on with that list. It goes on and on. Now, Jennifer, I do want to say thank you for asking your concern and your question, because it helped somebody else, even, you heard the answer, and other people who might have been thinking the same thing also heard the answer. So thank you, Jennifer, for that. And see how I can scroll down and it's saying loading. It's giving me any more. So there's a ton, an absolute ton of items in there for -2, -3, plenty. I had this for breakfast this morning, Power Crunch protein bar and milk, now specific milk. Okay, but before we get down there, I want to go back up here to the filters. These filters can help you pick foods, narrow them down. So let's say that you need a gluten-free product. You can click gluten-free. Let's say that you need something with no artificial sweetener. You can click there. See, Shibboleth is so awesome. We do not discriminate against food. If it'll work, then we put it in the food library. But still, some people have additional needs and things like that. And that's why you've got these little filters. If you needed it to be vegan, you click there. If you need it to be vegetarian, you click there. If you need it to be dairy-free, you click there, and so forth. Okay, so I love that. All right, so we're going to scroll. I'm going to give it a nice, spin the wheel like I'm on the Wheel of Fortune and come down a little bit, because I do some of the top ones a lot. But let's go over this one. This is not just, Rhonda says, I can't believe I've lost 5 pounds in 6 days. Yay, congratulations. I wish I had my success spinner over here, Rhonda. I love it. I love it. So Power Crunch protein bar and milk. Now it's a Power Crunch, okay? It does not say Power Crunch Pro on it. This is a Power Crunch. I like this a lot. I have just started doing this because I found it doing this webinar one night. I'm gonna give that 5 stars because I really like it. I have given it a heart because it's my favorite, one of my favorites. And even if you're just watching this tonight, heart things that you even think you might like to try. Even if you've never tried it and you don't know that it's a favorite yet, heart it, because it will put it into your personal food library rather than the big giant food library, and you can find things easier in your smaller personal favorites. Then if you end up trying something that you've hearted and you don't like it, you can just unheart it and it will move it back out. Okay, so this is a -3 on the weight loss meter. And right here under category, it gives you 2 things. So this is a meal replacement, and it's also considered a perfect pairing item. What a perfect pairing item is, it's 2 things that you put together that will work, even though it's not one of the official combinations. It has still been determined by Travis that they will work if done the way that he has written in the description. Okay, so right here it says approved portion, 1 Power Crunch bar and 8 ounces of Kroger Cardmaster or fat-free Fairlife milk. So come down here and it just gives you the description, which is the right same thing. Okay, so I really like this. Now I was using this by itself, by itself as a meal replacement, but I liked it even better when I saw that with milk it was an even better thing. Well, the milk is a high protein, no fat milk. It's also lactose free if you have any lactose issues. So that's a really great thing. So y'all, I think if you could write that down in your meal replacement area. So I'm going to go back. Okay, hemp bars. I do tend to have to go over hemp bars. Let's see, hemp bars. Yes, with the milk, Jean, that made that a perfect pairing. Yep. Yep. So, and sometimes perfect pairings are considered a meal replacement after it's all put together and said and done. But yeah, because it had the milk with it, it was a perfect pairing. Okay, hemp bars. Oh my goodness, these things are absolutely delicious. So look, this is in the category of a snack, a meal replacement, or a low blood sugar snack. I only use this as a meal replacement. I use other things for snacks just because that's what I have figured out I like to do, but it can be used as all of these. So 1/3 of the bar is a meal replacement and 1/4 of the bar is a snack. So this bar is 12 inches long. And I have a ruler in my cabinet, and I pull my little ruler out. I take my knife. So the very first time I unpackage this, I go ahead and take my knife and I cut it at 4 inches and at 8 inches. And then I take 1/3 of it and I eat it. Well, see these little pieces right here, these little indentions, they click back in. So you can click that little lid back on it, and then I just push it back on the counter. And what I do is I'll have another 1/3 the next morning for breakfast, and the last 1/3 for the 3rd morning for breakfast, and then I'll do something else for breakfast for a couple of days. So that's what I do. Now you'll notice that this one is pecan here. So I really like nuts, but I don't eat a bunch of nuts on Shibboleth. And this is a great way for me to get nuts in. Also, they make them with dried fruit on them. And so if you like fruit, that's a great way to get some dried fruit in. The strawberry one is absolutely delicious. And these are a darker German chocolate, but not a nasty dark chocolate. And you may like that dark chocolate. I don't, but it's not a super, super dark chocolate. It's a German dark chocolate, and it's got hemp seeds in it. And hemp seeds are a category 6 superfood, but this is a wonderful, wonderful for weight loss meal replacement. Well, that's how I use it. but you can also use it as a snack. And then look at all those details there. You could do this hemp bar challenge. The hemp bar challenge is you can consume up to 1 whole bar anytime you are hungry from when you wake up until 4. If you do not finish the bar by 4, do not eat any of it past 4. Save it for day 2. After 4 p.m., you may have a large salad with fibrous category 2 vegetables added. You may also only use calorie-free dressing. You can do this challenge up to 3 days to jump that hurdle and begin fat burning like you've never seen. Yeah, so that's just giving you something that you could do right there. So I love the description. See, this website that you've got your hand, and Janet says it is an awesome wow. This website that you've got your hands on is 20 years of research by Travis. And he puts it all in here for us to access it. This is like buying that set of encyclopedias that we had when we were little, and having all the answers to everything you ever wanted to know right there. Now we've got it on the internet. But see, if you were to try to find all this information on the internet and piece it together, it would be impossible. But here it is, all for you in one little place, which is amazing. So hemp bars are one of my favorites too. Now let's find one more meal replacement, but I want y'all to find 7 before you click that off. Why do I say find 7? Because it will make you go through and really explore. That's why. Okay, I want to look at these Ahs pancakes. Okay, these things I use as a meal replacement. Now you can use them multiple ways. This is a -3 on the weight loss meter. I've given it a 5 rating because I really like it. 156 other people have gone in and hearted it. So it can be used as a snack, a meal replacement, or a perfect pairing item. Now, how do you determine which is which? You see the description. So if you were to do 2 packages as a meal, this would be a -3 weight loss meter meal. It's excellent for weight loss. That's how I have done it. That's how I've done it only. I'm interested in doing this 3rd one. I just haven't done it that way yet. You could do 1 package with half a cup of egg whites as a -3 weight loss meter meal. You could do 1 package with 1 egg. That'd mean a whole egg since it doesn't say egg whites. And this says or 2 pieces of sausage. I want to do it with the 2 pieces of sausage for a -2 weight loss meter meal. Now look, this is how it tells you as a snack. 1 package alone as a snack. It'd be a +1 on the weight loss meter though. I think I'll do it like this. So those are some of the things that I just kind of assess and look at. So if you like pancakes, that's a good one. Also, if you like pancakes, now these are purchased on our little store site. If you like pancakes, there's a brand that we sell too called Healthwise. And Healthwise, I just ate pumpkin spice this weekend. It was so good. I'm not your pumpkin spice craze girl. I do like it, but I'm not like crazy for it, but it's good. These were really good. They also have blueberry flavored and chocolate chip flavored, where the AHS just has regular pancakes. The Healthwise ones have the other. Okay, so let's scroll down. Mighty Muffin. Everybody needs to know about a Mighty Muffin. Everybody. Okay, so it's a meal replacement. I probably ate 20 in my first 20 days. Why? Why would I do something like that? Because I'm trying to get my 5 daily disciplines going, right? Trying to remember to get my water in, measure getting my water in. See, it's work to get everything going. Yeah, Janet said it's easy to do these Mighty Muffins. That's why I did 20 in 20 days. But I've got to remember to get all my water in. Got to remember to start writing my food down. You think about the combinations, and that's right, Rhonda. And then, get your portions and give yourself that time between meals. It really created new habits for me, but getting all that, I call it getting all the plates spinning. Getting all the plates spinning at first, these were easy. They kept me satisfied. They taste good, and they were easy. And I just kept right on moving. And I had great weight loss. So these are a -3 on the weight loss meter. You can find these in a lot of grocery stores. We sell them in our store. That's what the green button is for. You can also find them on Amazon. Most grocery stores do not carry the variety that we do, or that Amazon would carry, or Flapjack, straight from Flapjack. Now, if you ever go to Amazon through one of these red links, it actually helps Shibboleth, even if you don't buy any food. If you go through a link, it helps us, but it helps us even more if you buy from the green button because that's our little store. And y'all, we do run this as a ministry. You've got to know that this much data and this is a lot of development. It's very expensive. And we do it as a ministry. Why? Because Travis and Sasha have a heart for people and they want everybody to have this access. We want to have everybody be able to find it. Okay, Rhonda says that she can only find them at Walmart in Jacksonville. Walmart does carry 3 brands. I think they carry peanut butter, double chocolate, and blueberry, and they might carry another one. But we've got lemon cream. Lemon cream tastes like Fruity Pebbles to me, and there's all kinds of other really yummy ones. Okay, so I really love a Mighty Muffin. You do need to know about a Mighty Muffin. All right, so let's hop off of this real quick, and I'm just going to check my box right there for tonight, but I want you to list 7 because that'll take you through exploring more. Okay, and cinnamon roll, yeah. And a snack. You can have a snack. Let's click here. 1 snack per day is allowed, but it is not necessarily expedient. Just because something is allowed doesn't mean that it is required. Keep in mind that it is better to have an approved snack than give up a perfect day in a moment of mental weakness. It is still counted as a perfect day. You are still in EFB, and you can find hundreds of snacks here. I'm waiting for it to generate. It should pop up any second. Okay, so there we are in our snacks, and I'm going to come down here and see, y'all, I do tend to go on the snacks that, okay, here's an unusual snack that I really like. This is, now it's a +1 on the weight loss meter, but if you ever want a corn dog, this makes a great snack. This is the Applegate Farms Natural Gluten-Free Uncured Beef Corn Dog. These things are delicious. Now, one of them is a snack, but look, it does not say that you could use it as a meal replacement. Now, remember earlier when I said that, it's best to just do 3 meals a day? If you wanted to, you could do 2 meals and a snack. So you just wanted a corn dog for dinner or a corn dog for lunch or whenever, you could just do one of those. That would still be what Travis calls 3 eating episodes, okay? And you'll learn more about his terminology after Fast Track. But see, all you got to do is get Fast Track down. The reason you want to get Fast Track down is because there is advanced knowledge and advanced information in Shibboleth if you choose to go there. And if you choose to go there, that information makes more sense if you've got this part down. But these are good if you like corn dogs. Oops. My internet seems a little slow tonight. It does have to pull up a lot of data. I mean, there's so much data in here. Okay. All right, let's talk about some of these little Atkins things. I have just come across these Atkins products, and I really like this chocolate nut roll bar. It reminds me of a Baby Ruth, and it's yummy. So snacks, up to 1 snack per day. It's a 0 on the weight loss meter. Now, here's the thing. Most snacks are going to be a 0 on the weight loss meter or higher. Why? Because snacks aren't great for weight loss, and the weight loss meter is dependent how you're using that item as well. So think about that. Remember when we read the pancakes just a second ago and it said, if you do it this way, it's this on the weight loss meter. And if you do it this way, it's this on the weight loss meter. And remember, we got to that last one and it said, if you do a packet of that, it's a +1 on the weight loss meter. So it's always going to be a 0 or above. Every once in a while, there's something that might be a -1 for a snack, but most of them are a 0 or above for snacks, because it's there to tell you, hey, this isn't going to help you, not going to hurt you necessarily. You won't get the best results because you were ingesting calories, but it's not going to hurt you. So that's what you want to know. But if you like paydays, they have one that's like a payday as well. So and if you like those little brownies that had the little nuts on the top, those little Debbie brownies, Atkins has one that's just like that. And they're really, really good. Really good. See, like right there, there's a 2 on the weight loss meter. In fact, I was in Publix and I was looking at all their Atkins stuff, and I really did want to try the little crunch bites, these little sea salt caramel crunch bites, because I like sweet and salty together. Yes, Rhonda, they do. I love them. So I wanted to try that, but I pulled it up on my website on my phone, and it said it was a 2. I didn't buy it. I said, no, forget it. Those other ones are a 0. I'll buy the 0 over a 2. So I didn't even buy that. I do like these. We looked at these last night, these Benito's Baked Bean Crunch. Those are good. Now, if you just wanted 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, that's a snack. See, like this thing right here, I hearted it one day when I was looking at it in this website, in this webinar, but I've never purchased it. But you know what? I'm going to see if I have a special grocery list called Might Want to Try. I'm going to see if it's in there. Okay, I just threw that in my Might Want to Try grocery list because I keep adding things to that grocery list while I'm at the store. How did I get to the snacks? Annette, I clicked on right here in lap 5. It says list 7 snacks on your fast track worksheet. So I clicked there. But the additional way to get to snacks is this green button. See, this green button is going to be one of your favorite buttons, resources, foods, and recipes. When you click there, if you just scroll down, oops, you got to go to the food library first. There's snacks right here. Or if you're on a computer, they would also be right there. But I just clicked on them in the fast track lap because that's where you would be working your way through the fast track. Let's see. Let's find one more. Do you like boiled peanuts? There's boiled peanuts. Let's see if there's anything special about boiled peanuts. It's a superfood or a snack. So 1.5 handfuls as a 0 weight loss meter snack, or 3 handfuls as a -1 weight loss meter meal. So that's interesting. So if you like boiled peanuts, there you go. So you want to explore the snacks, okay? Now keep in mind, oops, I totally closed everything out. Keep in mind though, that if you can eliminate and not have a snack, it's best for weight loss. But if you got to have it, then have something that's going to work and help you, not hurt you. Okay, so what's an extra? An extra is just something a little extra. Have you ever walked out of a restaurant and picked up that Andes mint as you go out? That's something a little extra. Have you ever gone by and picked up that little peppermint? That's something a little extra. So it's just that little taste, that little touch that makes things fun. So one extra per day is allowed, but it's not necessarily expedient. Remember, just because something is lawful doesn't mean that it's expedient, okay? But it's better to have an approved extra than to give up a perfect day. So let's click here. And Annette, the extras would also be found in that green tab under the word extras, just like where I showed you about the snacks. Or just do it in the fast track. All right, so we're going to scroll down here. This is a very popular extra, a 1/4 cup of Olay Mexican cheese dip. You're welcome. If you click here, one extra, so it's an extra. It's not in another condiment. I mean, it's not in another category. So it's not listed as a category 1, a category 4, or whatever. This is an extra. A quarter cup would be an extra for the day. If you had it with veggies, it would be a 0 on the weight loss meter. If you were to have it with approved chips, you could count it as an extra and a snack, and it would be a +2 on the weight loss meter. We're getting kind of high up there on the weight loss meter. But think about this. Remember earlier when I said it's really best if you have just 3 meals a day? Well, let's say that you had a snack and an extra as one of those, and you had 3 eating episodes, but one of your eating episodes, you just used a snack and an extra and ate it all at one time. That's fine. I did that several times in weight loss mode. So this is really popular. The one that most people are, I always surprise them when I tell them this, the small Chick-fil-A lemonade would be an extra, the diet one. Everybody thinks because it's diet, it's 0 calorie. It's not. Their diet lemonade has 50 calories in it, so you got to count it as something. Now, technically, an extra is just around 40 calories. It's just around 40 calories. Now, it would still be an approved item, but most of these items are going to be around 40 calorie-ish. But one of the things that I use as an extra a lot is the Healthwise hot chocolate, kind of like these fudge sickles, no sugar added fudge pops. Yeah. Okay, but let's come down here. There's guacamole as an extra. Okay, Healthwise hot chocolate. At least Halo Top light ice cream mini pops. That's good. Okay, but this is a good example. The reason I'm pulling this one up is it's a good example. I've pulled this up. I've given it 5 stars previously. I've hearted it previously. This is a -3 on the weight loss meter, depending on how you're using it. Okay, underneath categories, look at this. This is a lean protein. It's a category 1 lean protein. This is also a snack, an extra, or a meal replacement. So when you see a lot of different things listed here under the categories, it's really all dependent on how you are using it. One day I was helping somebody out and they said, I want to eat this. I said, well, how are you using it? And because I made her name how she was planning on using it, because you got to call it. You know, what are you calling this? Is this breakfast? Is this lunch? Is this dinner? Is this a freebie, an extra, or a snack? What is it? How are you using it? Because you want to use it to your benefit. You want to use it to, well, how it's going to maximize your results. So let's scroll down here. But what I really am looking at right now, remember how I told you that an extra is really about 40 calories-ish? If you see something that isn't around that, like let's say that Chick-fil-A lemonade is 50, Travis basically just made a judgment call. You know, he said, okay, we'll give them to this as an extra rather than calling it a snack. Dang, I don't want that to be my snack. I'd rather have it as an extra. Hey, Tammy. And then, but look, this one's 80 calories. So I asked Kim Shibboleth one day, I said, how is this 80 calories? Because what I was doing, let me tell you how it led to this conversation. There's some things called Choco candies. So the Choco candies come in a little package. There's 2 patties in a package. If you were to eat 2 full packages, which is 4 little chocolate candies, that's a snack. Well, they're about 35 calories each. Well, when I saw that this was 80 calories and approved as an extra, I was eating 2 of those things because that totaled 70, and I thought, I'm going to call that an extra. So but then I asked her about it, and she says, oh no, only one of those is an extra. And I says, well, why? The Healthwise hot chocolate is 80 calories and it's approved as an extra. Well, this was a judgment call, because this is one of those things that has, look, it's got 15 grams of protein in it. It will help you with satisfaction during the day, used really as an extra because it's yummy, it's warm, you sip on it, it lasts a long time. So Travis made a judgment call and gave this one to us as an extra, even though it's got 80 calories in it versus like the normal around 40. So if I do want to have an extra as one of those little candies, I just do 1 now. Now, If you are the type person who maybe likes to eat something while you're cooking, used to, I would eat so much while cooking, the meal would get ready and I wasn't even hungry for the meal. So I don't do that anymore. I mean, I don't. So, but I might have an extra while cooking and that gives me something to eat on. Or maybe I want to have that extra, the little chocolate patty right after dinner to give me a little sweet to end my meal. Okay. So there are little ways to get little desserts in if you want them. But you just have to plan them out. But I always like to make this example. If you like to have a little chocolate candy or something that's an extra after dinner, but you go out with friends and at lunch you have a diet lemonade, you've had your extra for the day. So you would not choose to eat that other one after dinner. Okay. Because you got to call the things, what you're putting in your mouth, you got to call them something. And if you really want that little thing after dinner, then you're just not going to choose diet lemonade at Chick-fil-A. You would just choose diet Coke or unsweet tea or something like that. I hope that makes sense. Y'all, is that making sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. But for this particular product, it says that your best option is to have one serving of bio coffee, cocoa ringa, or a Beverly as a -3 weight loss meter meal. You can have 3 servings as a -3 weight loss meter meal. I'm just not going to do that. I'd rather eat a third of a hemp bar for a -3 weight loss meter meal and use this as an extra. But I like the fact that sometimes this is a perfect pairing with other things in the library. 2 servings would be a 0 weight loss meter snack. You can have one as an extra. They don't even tell you the weight loss meter on that. And you can have 1 health-wise hot chocolate with 1 Quest protein bar as a -2 weight loss meter perfect pairing. A lot of people do that for breakfast. Okay. And so we can read those. Y'all have to read that note later because I need to move on. But extras, you want to go in there and look around and see what can be used as an extra. And then once you've got 7, you can check that box off. Okay. Now, freebies. Freebies are just that. You can eat these items freely whenever you're hungry throughout the day. Most of your whole food category 2 vegetables are freebies. But, okay, this is what I would say. 3 meals is best. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Or if you worked it out, it's 2 meals and a snack, that would be fine too. But that's kind of like 3 eating episodes. If you did breakfast, lunch, dinner, freebies, an extra and a snack, that's technically 6 eating episodes. That looks like grazing. That's what this guy would do. Okay. But if you did it right, it would still be a good Shibboleth perfect day. But it would be better not to do that much so that you can get all the results. But in the beginning, sometimes people need things. Okay. Freebies would be your best bet. They're going to have the lowest calorie impact and all of that. Then an extra would be the next one. And then if you had to have a snack, that would be your third choice. Technically. Well, there's also a lot of other things that are listed in freebies, like 0 calorie sweetener. They're just saying you could use that. And then there are, there's a lot of seasonings and things like that listed under freebies just because you can use those in cooking and stuff. Okay. But one of the things that I want to talk about, let's see, what can you drink with the Quest bar? That Shibboleth high protein hot chocolate. So I think bell peppers are a great freebie. I think cucumbers are a great freebie. The carrots is not cooked carrots. It's those little baby raw carrots, and you would want to just do no more than would fit on the palm of your hand. And then, but they'll work. And then let's look up one more. I like apple cider vinegar a lot, but I put it in a drink. I had a drink. I was going to show y'all, but it's in the other room. There's the cucumbers. Okay, dill pickles. Dill pickles is a very popular freebie in the beginning. Anything that's not sugar pickles, like you could do a sweet pickle that was with Splenda or something like that. And then sugar-free Jello, that would be a freebie that you could use as well. Now, okay, so those are freebies. All right, so now let's have a look at the void replacements. A void is one of those things that you've started living the lifestyle and you're like, I miss chips. I miss cookies. I miss something. Okay. There is a way to just about eat anything that you want that's approved and you feel like you had chips or cookies or something like that. Believe me, I like chips and I like cookies, and I figured it all out. Let's click here. These will help you to avoid an unplanned holiday. So the way this page is laid out is you can just kind of read down the list and just see some regular old things that people would have eaten before. And then you click on it and you look at it like what they would eat instead. Okay, so that's one way. This over here on the right is just things that were added last. And if you were looking for a certain type of thing, you could search right here. So let's just kind of scroll down. Like, there you go, Crisco vegetable oil. Okay, you might be curious about what would take the place of Crisco vegetable oil. Jennifer, that's funny. Look, it says do not eat it. And there's your replacement, zero drag, 100% MCT oil. And if you click there, it gives you all sorts of details about that. And there's even tons of videos to watch on there. And if you click the blue button, it will take you to the food library, which is great. And you can get it. Or it might take you to the store to purchase it. I'm not sure. Then let's say that you like fudge brownies. Do not eat it. And look at all of those. I just added this one right here this weekend because I found out that they were good. This Pillsbury sugar-free brownie mix, I didn't like that. That wasn't very good. These Indulge ones, they were much better than that. Okay, gummy bears. Let's look up the gummy bears. Okay, gummy bears. Do not eat it. Okay, so it says Smart Sweets, fruit gummies, or sour gummy bears. Okay, let's click and see. So it looks like this. 0 weight loss meter as a snack. Oh, wait, 0 weight loss meter as an extra. It's +1 as a snack. I have never looked these up, Jennifer, so I'm going to take it a step further and just show you. I could click here, or I could click here, and I'm going to click there. So let's read a little bit more about these gummy bears. All right, a snack or an extra. They're gluten-free. So there you go. It doesn't really give you much details about it, but it will work. They'll work. Okay, you've seen these at Target. Okay, awesome. I tell you what, let's scroll down. And you've seen them at Target. Watch this, y'all. So Jennifer says she's seen them at Target. Whole Foods and GNC have them, as other people have told us that. But if I click add new right here and I click on Target, I'm gonna choose Super Target and hit save. Now people will be able to see that you can see them at Target. Now she found them in Jacksonville, Florida, but they probably have them at other ones. And if they don't, somebody can come in here and hit and no, they didn't find it there. Okay. And you can be very specific if you want to include certain stores and say this one is the Jacksonville, Florida Target. You can add that. This is member entered data, not by the Shibboleth team. Okay, so let's go back to those void replacements. And then Funyuns. Do not eat it. When you are craving Funyuns, try Pito's Crunchy Rings instead. Okay. Oh, they look good. Let's click that. So it's a +1 on the weight loss meter. You can use it as an energy carb. So what that would mean is if you want this to be eaten with maybe a little sandwich, you could have a category 1 deli meat and a category 2 bread. That's a 1 and a 2. You eat it with a 3. That's a proper combination. Or you can have it as a snack. Let's scroll down. Oh, and look, Patty's green bean casserole. Let's see if that was my friend. Oh, it's submitted by Kim Obermeyer, which is our food guru, by the way. Oh yeah, I've hearted this because I was curious about making this. We went over recipes last night, but you can print them too, which is good. So I like having those as an option to those French onion ring things. So there's that. And it's 8:31. So we're going to hop off. But for those of you who have not been there, you're here and you're not a member, your first class is always free. But if you like what I have said or things that you have seen that we have in our membership, go ahead and grab a membership. It is only $69. Believe me, we have wasted $69 before on things. Okay. So go ahead and get your membership, and then you can have full access to all of these things in here and all the other tools that is offered to you and the community of us that are here doing this with you every single day. I lost 50 pounds about, well, I lost 50 pounds in about 5 months, and I have maintained that 50-pound weight loss now for 2 years. 2 full years I have maintained that, and I have been teaching all of this to people since July of 2019. All right, so good night, Tammy. So glad you were here. I'm glad you liked the info, Sandra. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks, everybody. Y'all join me in the morning for the Shibby Show, okay? And then tomorrow night, we're going to go over the video library, the restaurant guide, and the advanced combination chart and wow challenges, okay? We're going to do all of those tomorrow night. You're welcome, Mary. And my prayer for y'all is keep them safe day and night. Give them courage, strength, and might. Y'all can do this. Night, everybody. You're welcome, Erica. So glad that you are back. So glad you're back. Bye, everybody.